Welcome back, Frank Trigg. Of course, is MMA Oddsbreaker. That's Jessica Aguilar getting ready for her title defense coming up here in World Series of Fighting. I just caught you after training. You've already finished dinner. You are now drinking coffee. So obviously, caffeine is a part of your diet. I've talked to a lot of athletes that are like, no caffeine, no professional athlete would ever have caffeine in their system. I'm a guy that I'll drink like 3 cups of coffee and go to bed.
Oh, why no caffeine?
That was my
I'm just having some a cup of coffee with I just have my coconut oil in it. I put a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then I just drink it. I mean, I have it in the morning or at night, but I don't that my diet doesn't prohibit drinking caffeine.
Do you have a coffee in the morning and at night, or just one or the other?
One or the other.
Okay, so I do both, and then sometimes with lunch.
Yeah, sometimes it depends. Like this morning, whatever. This morning I didn't have coffee. Tonight I'm gonna have some coffee. I'm having some coffee.
What do you weigh normally walking around? Because I have a lot of caffeine because I can't eat as much. Because when I was fighting at 170 welterweight, I had to cut a lot of weight. I had to cut 20 pounds. That was in shape, working out. I'd have to dehydrate 20 pounds. So I always had caffeine because I had to keep me going because I was on a real hard calorie restriction.
That's not for me. Right now I'm probably like 124, 125. So it's not the weight is not an issue. I'm 10 pounds off weight, which is still light. I need to eat more. I need to. Excuse me.
No, it's fine. She has the most weird ringtones and text tones. She got the most random crap going on. It's so funny. You guys missed it before we started recording. She had a Mexican Lucha Libre mask on. It was like, I thought she would wait for the whole interview. It was just like, she's a very...
I was going to, but you kind of look surprised. You're like...
You should have left it on. It just caught me off guard. It was just like, wow, it's not... Because you got to remember, what we get in the media, you're very straight-laced, you're very articulate, you're very serious, and then all of a sudden I see that funny side of you. It's like, well, hold on a second. I'm not ready for that funny side to come up.
Yeah, I'm a clown. I am.
You're a big clown.
But I am a big clown. I am.
I've talked to some of your teammates at ATT, and they said no matter what kind of day they're having, if Jessica walks in the room, then everything's going to be okay. At some point, they're going to be laughing either at her or with her. They're never really sure which. And you do a real good job making fun of yourself, especially during training camps. Like, you don't take anything super. At least you don't show like it to your teammates. A bad day of practice doesn't seem to go home with you. You seem to always be okay with it. You just kind of, you work yourself through it. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, when you go back, you think about it on your own, but I can't be, I'm a perfectionist. Like, if I see a little mistake, I want to I'll do it 20 times over and over and over again. And my trainers and my teammates are like, go home, it was just a little mistake, but we'll drill it, whatever. And I mean, I'm a perfectionist, so I do beat myself up, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I can do, So I have to have fun with it.
Do you have a little small case of OCD too?
I do have a huge small case.
Okay. Well, this has been my theory for a long time, that every incredible professional athlete, I don't care if you're talking Joe Montana, Terry Bradshaw, all the way down to even actors. You're talking like your Travoltas and your Harrison Fords and your Nick Cages. Athletes or entertainers that are in a specific position, they have OCD because that's how we function. It's how we get our stuff together every day. I'm
horrible. I have
relationships that have broken up because of my OCD.
Really?
Like, no.
I could, I'm sure I've had some too. That, my laundry, everything.
Has to be folded
from the kitchen, my laundry, from my food, from my fridge, my purse, everything. My girlfriend's purse. She's like, hey, can you get the keys for me? I'm like, sure. So I go in her purse, and to get to her keys, I have to go through receipts and like wrappers, and I'm like, holy. So I clean her purse out, and she comes back. She's like, why did you go through my purse? It's my purse. I could have a bag of crap in it if I want. It's my. I'm like, you asked me for your keys, so you need to make sure your purse is clean before you ask me to go in your purse.
I don't even look anymore. I don't even look. So, hey, we go. Okay, here, let's bring it to him. Just here.
That's smart. I need to do that.
Yeah. Is it does it during training camp? Does it get worse? And how do you deal with it in your relationship if it does get worse?
It doesn't. I think I'm like that all the time.
Okay.
And in my relationship, I guess she's been good. We just got used to it. She just gets used to it. It's like she just lets me do whatever I want. She does her part as well. So
Okay.
I mean, it's worked out pretty well. But I'm like this all the time.
Yeah, they're everyone
From
talks
my
it's big now.
suitcase,
So yeah.
from my suitcase
Yeah.
to my gym bag,
Oh yeah.
everything.
Well, it's a big deal because GSP comes out and says, my OCD was killing me. That's why I had to stop because everything has to be in alignment, everything has to be put together. But look how good he was when he was competing. Like when he was on dialed in, he was dialed in. He's unstoppable.
Right.
All of us have that mindset. When we're dialed in, we have a particular pattern, a particular rhythm. Whether I'm fighting, I'm doing interviews, I'm doing stunts, or I'm doing acting, I have a particular pattern. It seems to be patterns of 8 to 10. I have to repeat it 8 to 10 times to make sure it's correct before I can
That's
let it
pretty
go.
cool. That's a routine, and I need a routine. If I don't have a routine or like you say steps, I'm all over the place.
What is your routine when you get up in the morning and you've had breakfast? And now, do you eat breakfast before practice, or do you have practice and eat breakfast?
No, before.
Okay.
Before.
So now, between finishing breakfast to getting to the gym, what's that routine?
Sometimes for me, and this is something that I've kind of haven't done, but I'll get back to it. Is I have like stuff in my phone, like a meditation thing, and then it's for me, I like to do that, and I like to read and listen to things that help me kind of get in the zone. It's like it kind of refreshes me, sets my gets me ready for the day. And then, I usually have my breakfast and get my things ready. My shakes are already prepared the night before. So just make sure my things are ready and, breakfast and then go to the gym. So it's not too much in the morning, but just, I like to listen to something or read something or, that kind of helps me get in the zone or focus.
Yeah, everyone's got their own little special pattern. Do you have the same kind of pattern for backstage when you're warming up before a fight? Is there a particular routine, like a half hour before, this is what we're doing, this is how it's going to work?
Yeah, actually, before the fight, it's usually obviously it's warming up, but I do a meditation. We go like a breathing and stuff like that we do that I do, um, and it's every fight, before every fight. When I get to the arena, and before I start warming up, I do that. So it works for me, and like I said, it gets me in the zone. Um, Kind of all my thoughts of goofing around, or that's it. So, and it's like that in the morning too. Like if I wake up in a bad mood or anything, I'm like, okay, I need, and I mean, for me, it's I wake up and I'm like, okay, I need my own time. I need my alone time, my quiet time. So I like to get in a good like state of mind. Just to either my body's sore or I'm stressed out about a drill that I didn't do well the night before or something.
Yeah.
And I just need to forget about it. I'll just read something or listen to something, and helps me kind of meditate and get in my zone.
Okay, well, enough talk about prepping. Let's talk about this fight that you actually have coming up. Emi Fujino coming up June 21st, the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Las Vegas. You'll be right back. You'll be in my hometown. Obviously, President Ray Sefo is one of my old coaches, so I definitely get to be ringside for this one too. So,
that's awesome! Yay!
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be nice. I love it when World Series of Fighting comes in town because I always get to be there. So, let's go with Emi. What do you see her? How do you see her as a competitor? First of all.
Well, she's been around for a while. She has a lot of experience. She's really tough. She's fought some good opponents. Japanese period.
Do you think her opponent quality is the same as your opponent quality, or do you think yours is better?
What as
the toughness of opponents that she's competed against, compared to how tough your opponents are?
Oh, well, I mean, she's fought some of the same competitors. She fought Megumi, and she's fought some of the girls that Megumi has fought. So, she didn't come up, she didn't come, she didn't win that fight, but you know,
Yeah, I think
she's
she lost
still,
to Gimme by decision. She got
yeah,
she went the
she's
full
still
round
by
for all the rounds.
decision, right?
Yeah.
And then she also fought Megumi's prodigy. And then her last loss that she lost, the young 19-year-old, what's her name, Misuki.
In a way.
Anyway, yeah, she's tough. She's a 19-year-old young talent. She's tough. That was a good fight as well. So yeah, she's had. I think you could say, you know, I mean, I've had more fights, but she's had some tough, opponents. So I mean, you know, I think we're pretty, pretty even. She's tough. Japanese, fighters are tough. They come to fight, and so she's going to be a tough one.
And the one thing, and this might sound a little racist, and I don't care for the folks at home if it does, but
but you don't see it that way.
Or even sexist. They can just pretty much bite my ass. That the Japanese competitors, male or female, they're pretty much the same. They're all very, very, very linear, very, very technical oriented, where they're going to do the same move 100,000 times before they try it in a live fight. So whatever techniques they have, whatever that technique may be, they're amazingly good at it when they come in. And so you know for sure, whatever her techniques are, she's hitting these 4 things every single fight. She's going to try and catch with all of them. And they always come to battle. They have this, no matter how bad you're beating them up, no matter how bad I don't care.
They keep coming.
Takimoto, Gomi, Inoue, both Inoue brothers, Enson and Egan Inoue, when they were fighting back in the day, it doesn't make a difference. No matter how bad you're beating them up, they're still game. Do you look at this fight as one of those fights where you know for sure it's going to a decision, and if it ends early, you can be like, "Wow, I really got lucky," because
I love that. No, I love those types of fights. Those are the best fights. Those are the best fights for me. Mm-hmm. Because it gives me something to work with. It's a fight, it's challenging, and they keep coming, just like I'm going to keep going. So, no, it's going to be a good fight. These are the fights that I like to fight, like tough opponents that are going to come to fight. So I'm really excited, it's kind of, we're kind of alike as far as, coming forward and, both, I mean, even coming to fight, So
I don't see this getting much outside the center of the cage. I see it really being in the center of the cage most of the time. Like, it's going to be, are you ready? You ready? Okay, let's hook them up. And then, boom, you guys are going to meet. And it's just be right in the center. And it's going to be really, the camera guys are standing there going, just having conversations off the side because you guys aren't going to move much. It's just going to be a battle right in the center. Yeah. You both are super aggressive and you both really come to fight. Like, you guys want to fight. It's not just, oh, hey, I'm a fighter, I'm on TV, and I can make millions of dollars now. Because
that has nothing to do. Yeah, I don't even think about that.
Nothing, and you would still fight. And Emi's the same way. Like, you legitimately just want to fight because it's what you love to do. Money is the bonus. The fight is what you're after. Yeah. Where a lot of girls, especially with this new Tough Show coming up, where all these girls are going into the house, a lot of these girls are going in there because they want to be on TV. And I can't wait to see the dynamic of what happens in the house. Because it's all of a sudden it's going to become a fight. It's going to something in there of the girls in the show that you know already. You know some of the girls are already in there.
Right.
Which ones, even if it's a couple of them, which ones you think are going to be the ones we're going to end up seeing in the finals? They're going to get their way through.
Well, obviously Tisha's my teammate at American Top Team. She's gonna be tough. Jessica Penne, or actually no. Yeah.
Yeah. By the time this airs, yeah. It'll be
fine. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. By the time this comes out, it's fine. This is the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with being in MMA, that we know everything that goes on, a lot of the information that we have, we're not going to share. But when right now when this interview is being interviewed, we can't share it. But when this interview actually airs, we can share it. So it's fine.
Awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so Tisha, Carla's gonna be. Carla's also tough. Claudia Gugger, isn't she gonna be on there? What happened with that?
I don't know.
Claudia, the Brazilian, is she not gonna be on there?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what happened.
I saw her. Yeah. Okay. Who else is in there? Felice.
Yeah.
She has good. Felice and Tisha kind of match up. They're kind of they fight the same styles. Obviously, they're stand-up fighters, right? So, and they're always coming forward, so they're tough. Carla's obviously she's well-rounded. She has wrestling and she has jiu-jitsu and she has good hands as well. Jessica Penne, I think, is going to do amazing. You know, she's well-rounded as well. Has a good head on her shoulder. She's an awesome person, I think. Who else?
My top two are Penne and Felice. Those are my top two.
Yeah?
Simply because Felice has spent so much time really working on just getting her, like she's the media girl too, but she's really spent time on really trying to get her crap together fight-wise. And Penne just has something about her. Like there's just some kind of I don't want to sound spiritual, like it's an aura or whatever. But there's some kind of glow.
I'm like that spiritual too. Don't.
There's some kind of glow about Jessica. It's just
she's special.
She's gonna be huge. Like she really. Whether there's a draw in the house, she's gonna be big. Whether she wins the whole thing or comes in second.
No, I told her that. I just because when I went to California after my fight and we trained. I went to Mark's gym and I trained with her out there a few days and I told her, I said, man, you know, you're gonna do awesome, and I said, just be you, because you know you're real. Like, you know, she's special, and I think she's an awesome person. I think she's gonna do well, whether she wins or not. You know, she's a great competitor, very skilled. She's like dedicated, also focused. You know, and like I said, she's a good person. So I think she's gonna do awesome too. I'm happy for her.
Last question before I let you out of here. I always tell you 10 minutes. When you always end up talking a half an hour. I don't know what the hell. Last time we spoke, you know, I said, you know, it's important because I knew how spiritual you are and how mentally in tune you were. Last interview, I was like, you know, you finally have that significant other that kind of keeps you centered and keep you balanced. And you hem and haw and you weren't really sure how to answer, but you're like, yeah, I am. I finally have a partner that's good. And it was kind of left it alone and walked off it. I wanted to ask you, where'd you guys meet? I wanted to ask you when I saw you in Vegas and I get a chance to talk to you about it. Where did you meet?
I met through a mutual friend of mine. She knew her for several years, and I met her through a friend. And I mean, at first, I mean, it was just hi, you know, how are you doing? But it wasn't anything, and we just, you know, stayed in touch, and then one thing led to another. We kind of met up, and we kind of got along, and then we started going out, and you know.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 9 months now.
Oh, see, I was going to say 6 months because that's why I noticed the difference.
No, almost 9 months now.
I noticed a difference in your interviews, and I'm kind of a stalker. I'm just going to let you know.
That's okay.
And I kind of noticed the difference in your interviews. I kind of noticed the difference in your attitude. It was about 6 months ago. You kind of switched. I was like, oh, she must have found a good partner now.
Yeah, 9 months ago. Yeah, it's pretty cool, you know.
Okay.
You know, it's pretty cool. You know how it is. It's to have somebody that's like, you know, on your side that you can trust and, you know, that supports you and, you know, is good for you.
I interviewed Dan Henderson just a little bit ago, and I had the same conversation with him about Rachel. And I was around kind of when they met each other, and I don't stay in the middle of that business.
Right.
You know, it's just whatever goes on over there goes on over there. If you come and hang out with us, then hey, how you doing? But I don't try to get into it. And in this interview, he was like, yeah, it's really good because I've got support at home. I've got somebody to help me with the kids. I've got somebody and his kids are older. They're grown, but it's volleyball this and volleyball that. And now I got training this and the gym this. And it's just so much better watching it act.
Well, here too. And she realizes it. So sometimes there's a lot like, you know, she helps me with things like even like interviews and like emails and for, you know, just things that I just can't do every day because of training or resting or, you know, interviews or anything, you know, and whether it be like my cooking or I know sometimes it's like I feel like I'm bothering her, like, hey, you don't have to do anything for me, but she's like, hey, I like to do this for me. You know, I like to do this for you, so it's nice.
I keep waiting for you to pass on to be like, here, call her. I can't deal with this. Just call her. I'm like, okay. Everybody's got that person. Everybody has that person. Like, you guys got to call them. Don't talk to me right now. I'm too much going on.
It happens already. Like today, I was napping and she was like, she like goes to the room. She's like, babe, you have something at this time. I'm like, that's why I have you. If I can't talk to her, I got pissed off because she woke me up. I was like, and then I was like, you know, when I mean, it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, your body, you're still, you know, I still feel sore, you're recovering, so it's like, I'm in my recovery zone. I'm sleeping, and she's like, "Babe, you have," and I'm like, I'm like, and I'm like, "That's why I have you." I woke up. She's like, "Why are you screaming at me?" I'm like, "That's why I have you. If I can't do it, get on the phone and talk to them."
You
And she
handle it.
walks off, and I'm like, "Babe, come here."
I'm sorry.
But
Yeah, I know we all.
you know how it is.
Well, the
You
good
know,
news is that for
yeah, and it's also I've gotten comfortable with her. I mean, not everybody's gonna know like how I am, like either, like you said, a lot of people know, oh, the serious Jessica and the,
yeah,
professional, but, and that's what I tell her, like people, people, normal, like not normal people, but I'm saying everyone's not going to know me in my bad moments. And that's my partner. That's what a partner is there for. So she's going to get to know me as a witch. She's going to get to know me, like as a baby. She's going to get to know me, in every way. So
nobody sees you on a Thursday night crying after getting your ass kicked all day in practice, both practices, except your partner. And believe me,
exactly.
I've been there. Thumb in my mouth and thumb up my butt. Like I can't do this anymore. I'm
just staying there, and I'm like, hey, can you get me this? Can you give me that? And she says, I kind of don't want to get up anymore. I'm like, please.
Right.
So it's pretty,
sometimes don't you feel helpless? Like you really like.
Yes.
I can't even function right now
move.
because
I don't even want to move. I'm like, I want to, like, I don't want to ask anyone for it, but my body just I don't want to get up.
Yeah. And then the
but
toughest part,
she's it's pretty cool to have somebody like that.
The toughest is letting them know how much you really do appreciate them and how much you really do need them. Without letting our guard super down, we're like, over vulnerable.
Exactly.
Like, I need you, but
every now and then I sneak in flowers, like like every once a week. I love to like sneak in flowers and just like buy a little thing she liked or something. But I try to be as sweet as possible. I'm not too good at it, she said, but I'm okay.
Well, you get punched in the head for a living. How sweet can you be?
Thank you for understanding. Nobody understands me. You see?
Whenever you, because I've gone through a lot. Trust me, I've had a lot of issues. Most of them are public, so you understand that you have any problems at all, call me. I'll let you know how to deal with it. Because
you're awesome.
I got all the crap you can go through easy.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And then also, it's nice because when you're comfortable with somebody, and especially me, being openly, gay, I'm lesbian, so to be invited to different events and being comfortable with somebody that I want to take, usually you're somebody you don't know if you want to.
Red carpets are hard, and like you worry about, hey, I get it's Florida, but it's still a red state, and like I got this red carpet here or this red carpet there, and I want to bring my girl, but it's kind of, I can't imagine the stress that you go through trying to make those decisions, because you have to protect her as much as you're trying to protect yourself.
Right.
It's like, is she going to get blasted now because we're out together in some photo hits? It's like, what does she do except love me? Like, what is she doing but love me? And she's getting beat on for no reason. Like, this is just stupid.
Yeah, no. We don't get any. I haven't got any bad feedback. Like I think it was 2 weeks away or a week ago. The Glad.
Not last weekend.
Like 2 weekends ago, we were in New York. I was invited to a GLAAD Awards, which is like
gay and lesbian activists.
Yes, and it was an incredible experience, and I was just so comfortable, taking her with me. So it was pretty cool. There's a lot of good things.
That's good, yeah. And I think America's becoming more accepting, but it's still not all the way there.
And also another great thing about it is that like there's people that support me, obviously in the gym. My sponsors that they still want to help me. Back in the days, like a few years ago, sponsors don't they don't want to help any. That's a huge thing. So it's pretty cool to have that support.
Yes, it's nice having it from people that just only know you by reputation that want to support you, as opposed to actually knowing you. Like your family's always going to support you, your teammates are always going to support you. But having a sponsor is like, oh, I want to sponsor this girl. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, hey, like, no, we don't care. Like, we don't care. Here it is. Like, we don't care.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. It's a good feeling.
Well, let's be honest too. The reason why it's easier for you is because you are so nice. and it's so easy to talk to you. And
See,
you are
you
so
only
smart.
know the nice one.
Well, let's I don't want to turn this. I can turn it completely.
No.
I've seen the two of you together. I've seen the two of you together dressed up. I've got my comments, but I'm trying to leave it alone.
I'm just playing.
I can put them out there and really embarrass you because it's
No,
let's just say it doesn't hurt me to watch you two walk a red carpet together. It doesn't hurt me to see a picture of the two of you together. Trust me, it's a very artistic, aesthetically pleasing picture of the two of you together. So
thank you.
And it is nice to talk to someone smart and articulate and okay with being in her own skin and okay with walking around and still partially struggling with trying to be a protector of her partner. Whoever the partner is. It's weird now because that kind of thing is gone. Like it's always I have my thing and I have my thing and we just don't kind of intermingle. It's like, well, hold on.
No, now, yeah.
I protect you still. So let's do things that can kind of let me be in that wheelhouse. So it's fun. It's nice to see you two together. So I'm proud to say that I get to interview you all the time and hang out with you when you're around. So
thank you, Frank. Thank you.
All right. Once again, we're way over time. I always keep you on far too long.
That's okay. We're always having fun. I feel like I'm in your living room or you're in mine. You know,
actually, because the way you eat. And the way she takes care of you, I wish I was in your living room right now.
Yeah, you should. Whenever you're in Florida, you're more than welcome. Mi casa es tu casa.
Ooh, be careful, because sometimes I come in, I plan on staying 3 days, all of a sudden it's 3 months.
Invitation is open, doors are open. When you come to Florida, you and you're here.
You know what? I'm in, because LaBarra keeps begging me to come down. I'm like,
see?
It's tough.
No,
but...
come back. Man, especially if he told you to come down, what are you waiting for?
Well, that was like, hotel, and went on a car, and all of a sudden it's like,
now you know. Well, we're right, like 5 minutes from the gym. You can stay here, and you can eat dinner here and breakfast. And
oh, excellent. And I actually do dishes, and I actually cook, so I can actually help out.
See? But you don't have to help out. Guests don't help. My guests don't.
It's my thing. I can't sit still. I get all anxious.
I understand. I'm like that too, so I understand.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming on here. Appreciate it. Emi Oddsbreaker appreciates you coming through here. Good luck against
Thank you so much. And I invite everybody from Vegas to come out June 25th to the Hard Rock. June 21st. I say 25th?
Yeah. It's all right.
Woo.
You get hit in the head for a living.
WSOF 10 at Las Vegas Hard Rock Casino. Please come support.
All right,
Thanks,
Jessica, talk to you soon. Have a good night.
Bye.